Okay, we are currently live on Facebook and YouTube. Today we're going to be discussing Panther and the e-commerce and how e-commerce and also setting up an e-commerce flow inside the chat. So those of you who don't know who or what Panther is a platform. Actually, I tell you what, we're going to bring in, excuse me, we're going to bring in our buddy Sage, and Sage is going to explain to all you wonderful viewers about Panther and its use. Sage, we're on live. I would like you to let the viewers know what Panther is and how Panther can help their businesses.
Sure thing, Keith. Panther is an AI-powered e-commerce platform that helps businesses streamline their online sales. It integrates with tools like Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger, allowing customers to shop directly through chats. Panther makes it easy to add products, set up payment gateways, and manage shipping. It's designed to automate the checkout process and boost sales by providing a seamless shopping experience for your customers.
Thanks, Sage.
You're welcome, Keith.
All right, so just like Sage said, what we're going to do is we're actually going to talk about an e-commerce store right now. And I'm going to go through to set up a complete new store. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to look, first of all, the connected accounts that I have and what one we're going to actually launch this store on. So we're going to actually, we're going to use Panther itself. So I already have the bot connected. However, let me just check and see what bots I have for Panther. And I don't think, oh, I've got a lot of flows here. But I'm telling you what I'm going to do is, since Panther is set up, Panther AI is set up for testing, right now we're just going to go ahead and remove those. So I can actually, let's see, we're going to delete all the settings. And then once we do that, I'm on to disable this bot. So we know how to enable the bot. All right, so when you get connected to your Facebook page and the Facebook page has its Instagram account connected to it, that's going to bring it in here. See, we have both Instagram page for Panther, and then we also have the Facebook page for Panther. So let me just go ahead and clear these messages out to make sure that we are starting, which we are. Good, that is fine. We are good there. So now, in ordinary to connect Panther, if you don't see it in any of the list, you'll have to actually go to your connection and turn it on. So this is how you enable the bot right here, just by clicking this little plugin icon. Once you do that, your bot is now enabled, and now you can actually use that page and the Instagram account both, right? So you can look in your bot manager and you can actually see Panther right there. And of course, it doesn't have any bots anymore because we had deleted those, but we'll be adding those back. And also we'll be creating a store. So in ordinary to create a store, which I have no idea what just happened there. That's terrible, because I think I just messed that up completely. That's scary. Maybe I won't be creating a store today, because now, since I deleted that, hey, could you do me a favor, Miriam, and check on Fabricut to make sure the store's still there?
Yep.
Because I just got an API error. I don't know why. Maybe I should log out and refresh. Maybe I should actually go in there and check it out. I'm not really too sure why that is. And if not, I'll have to end this live and reset everything.
Still there.
It's still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the store's still here on Fabricut, so that's good. So it's not system-wide. It was probably something that I did inside of Discover. I'm going to have to check that out myself to find out because I was still getting... Okay, so now it's back. So apparently after I did that, I have to check and see because after I did that, it scared me a little bit. It took out all my stores. All right, so you'll want to click on the... So if you look down here, you'll see under e-commerce features, you'll see the e-commerce store. You just want to click that and you'll actually go on here on your dashboard. Now we have test stores. These are all test stores. They're nothing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a store called Panther. So we're going to create a new store. The first thing that you want to do is you want to select your page here. And we're going to do a physical store. You can also do a digital store. But we're going to do a page here, and we're going to actually select Panther AI, which is the actual page that I want to put the store on. Now we can only put stores out on Facebook. They took it away last year for Instagram, so we're not able to put a store on Instagram because Meta now does that. But we are actually going to call this Panther, so we just name it Panther, and then of course you can fill out all the different information of your store, right? And then we need a logo. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get the logo for Panther. So that's right here. And we are going to just do the brand. And we're also going to select the brand for that. Now, the fave icon can only be one, but the logo for this is also, I'm sorry. So you got your fave icon, which actually I do have a fave icon, I believe. There it is. So let's just go ahead and select the right icon there. Now, the pixel ID, we'll talk about that later in Google Analytics on how to get that in another live. But for right now, we're going to just skip those two because that takes a little bit to set up Google Analytics in the Facebook pixel. But here you could fill out your terms of service and your refund policy. So you want to get those filled out for your store. And then once that is done and all that information is filled out, you just select create the store. Okay. So now that we have our store created, we need to select it. And then what we're going to do is add products. But before we do, we need to add categories. So what we'll be selling is we're going to be selling some shirts. So I'm just going to put category shirts. Okay. So, of course, you guys are going to have your own categories. We're only going to do one category for right now. And I believe I have some pictures. I'm hoping I do of the store. Here we go, of the store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into these PNGs here, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select that for my actual category image, right? So now we have our category here. So now we can start adding products. Now I'm only going to add a few products because I'm not going to, go through everything here. When you add your product, you want to, of course, product name, and we're just going to do, I'm not really too sure the names on these, but I'm going to say men's t-shirt. Okay. And the original price is $25. Sounds $25.99. Sounds good. If you have a sell price, you can put that there, but we're not going to right now at this moment. We don't have any related products. We don't have any upsell products or downsell products. You want to make sure that if you have products and you do have an upsell product or a downsell product, this is allowing your AI to know what products that he can attach to get an upsell, because the AIs are always trained to upsell to get the most out. Also, attributes, you can actually fill out your attributes here, like color, size, things like that. You want to do that there, but we don't have one. So what we're going to do is put that in the shirts. We don't have a product video, but if you wanted to, you can add that to link it to YouTube or ByteBid. And this is just a product description. I'm not going to type, the product description. I could have probably had Sage do it. Well, actually, you know what? I am going to have Sage do it. Just a hang on a second. Let me just type it out instead of talking to him. Give me a product description. Description, so I can go right to my AI. I can ask him to write me a product description for men's t-shirt, right? And he will do that for me. So I don't have to, think up, what it is that I want to do. And of course, he's going to make it where it's the best SEO and all this stuff, right? So here is, I think he come up pretty good. So here is what he had said. So you can look at that. And then purchase notes, and I'm just going to put thank you for your purchase. And that won't be what's in the purchase note. You want to do things like, hey, you get shipping for free if you buy $65 or more or whatever. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to add those 2 images here to make this a little quicker. So items in stock, we're going to say we have 50. We're going to display the stock. We're going to prevent purchase if out of stock, so they can't purchase on that. Status and taxable. Of course, if you do taxable, you want to make sure that you fill out your tax information, which we will here in just a moment. So I just went ahead and added that project or that product. What we want to also do is there's things that you have to do also by actually setting up your store. You want to do your delivery points, right? Those are going to be the points that you deliver to, right? And the details in that. You also want to set up your checkout settings, right? Your checkout settings is you've got all these different payment integrations that you have. There's Stripe, so you would need to go to Stripe and get your secret key and your publisher key and then enable that. You also got some information down here. You want to definitely turn this on what that is. We're just doing cash on delivery for this because this is, we're not taking any payments. This is just for demo. But you also want to check your currency, right? So you can do the 2 decimal places, and if some people put it on the right line, just depending on what country you're going to, and then displaying your comma. So we can always, put that on there too. Here's your tax and delivery charge. So your tax charge, ours is 6%, and our delivery charge is, we'll say, $10. Okay, so that is that, and then your delivery preference. Okay, so we have store pickup. You can have home delivery. You're going to also set a preparation time, like if you have a shipping department, you want to give 30 minutes on that. And then you can schedule order also. So you can schedule an order only today, right? So that's where they're scheduling that order in one day. We're just going to leave that there. We can do guest purchases. We can enable that. So we don't want to, have them fill information out. That's up to you. We can assign labels. These will be assigned to the subscribers after successful checkout. So we can actually put a label, and we'll talk about labels and why they're important after a while. But I'm just going to put, I'm just going to put a customer label on here that they are a customer, right? So that will basically, you have to actually hit enter, I believe is the, okay, I don't have so I have to actually create that label somewhere else before I can use it here. So I can't enter it right here. So I have to actually enter that. I already have to actually create a label, which I don't have one right now, so we won't worry about it. And then you can choose, checkout country, checkout state, checkout city. These are the address preferences. So we want to definitely do that. We don't really need the country. Well, I guess we could use that. Checkout zip, and we want to make sure that we have a checkout email, phone, and then we'll just go ahead and deliver for a delivery note. All right. So all that stuff is there. So we're just going to go ahead and hit save. And now that goes on to our store. Okay. So, and we talked about attributes a little bit. Here's where you want to add attributes like size or color or whatever, right? So, and then you can do the attribute whatever. So if I'm only selling this t-shirt, so I can say color, and then I can say blue, right? And green, so, and red, right? So those are the colors that I have. And you can do multi-select, optional, and they're active, right? Okay, so that's there, right? So we can go back to our product and we can actually edit this product now, right? And now I can look at our attributes and go color. Okay, so that's it. And then we have blue, the variation action. You can always leave blank for no variation. But if we want a variation of, let's say we have 5 and we have 5 there and the rest is red. So we need to, we've got 50. So let's do 20, 40, and then we'll do 10 red. Okay, so that's what we have, right? So we're going to go ahead and save that so we can actually see what our variations or how our variations work, right? So now I can just duplicate this product, right? So I can just clone that. And then instead of it being the t-shirts, I believe, let's see, let's make sure what picture I have here. So let's just call it a hoodie. So let's do a hoodie. All right. So what I'm going to do is go back to my AI and I'm going to say hoodie description. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove, well, this is fine. We'll just go ahead and do the, we need to actually do another category for hoodies. But so we'll do that here in a moment. But so this is going to be men's premium hoodies. Don't worry about that. I'm not saying that it has to be men's, but we're going to do that. And then we're going to upload that, and we have this hoodie here. Okay. All right, so that's good. And item in stock, we'll just say that we have 10, and we'll have 5, and none for red. So we only have blue and green. Okay, and let's see here. So this is going to be $45.99. Let's see, $45.99. And then we're also going to steal this men's premium hoodie. So we'll say men's premium hoodie. All right. Now what I want to do is after I save this product, right, I'm going to go ahead and go into category and update and just add another category, right? So we're just going to add category name hoodies, and then we're going to go ahead and upload this hoodies right here, and we'll save that, right? Okay, so we'll do one more product, and I'm actually going to do women's t-shirt, right? Let me just tell my AI here to go ahead and give me a description of women's t-shirt. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and clone this product right here. So we're just going to change the women's everyday fit tee. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to say there, and we're going to say that we have 50 again in stock. And what we're going to do is also go ahead and take that really fast, that description, great description that your AI intelligent mind is able to do. So Sage does really good on writing descriptions for products, so you don't have to really worry about that anymore. And that is completely good for SEO on any of your e-commerce sites. He writes it. He was trained on Amazon, Etsy, and all them, so he knows exactly how they want it formatted for their particular thing, and that will be good. All right. So we're going to put that under category. Shirts is the category. right? And the attribute, we're just going to go ahead and put color. And then our color is, of course, since we have 50, we're going to do 20 again, and we'll do 10 for that one, and then we'll do 20 for the red. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and clone that. So now we have 3 products to work with. That's good enough. And we'll talk about coupons and sales and all that stuff on how all that stuff works, right? But the first thing that we want to do, of course, is we want to visit our store to check out to see what the store looks like. Okay, and this is what the store looks like. Of course, it's orange, which is a very ugly color. So let's go ahead and change that. So what we can go ahead and do is go to store settings, right? And actually, I take that back. It's appearance settings, my bad. So here's appearance settings. I'm going to go more light blue because I'm a light blue guy. You can also, change any one of these. We can order by product title. We can even use a different font if we like. If we don't like that font, we can use an Arial. We can do a grid view or a list view. I'll show you the difference between those. Right now, it's just list view. We can also hide add to cart button. We can hide buy now button if we wanted to, or WhatsApp send order button we can hide. So we're just going to go ahead and save that, and we're going to go ahead and look at our store. We'll just visit our store. All right, that's probably not the greatest for that logo. So let's go ahead and change that. Let's go I don't know, maybe a darker, maybe that's better. I don't know. I'm really bad on. I'm not good on, I usually let the appearance people do that. So that is, that should be good. So we're going to go ahead and visit the store. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not the best, but whatever. We'll go ahead and keep it. And that looks good, right? So now, if I do have a product, for instance, if we go back to products and I edit this product, let's say, and I want this a featured product, right? So I will go down here and see and just click this little button featured, and whenever I save that, what that's going to change is it's just basically going to go here. So you want to definitely have more than one product featured, right, if you're going to use the featured, because what it does is it gives this little thing, and when you have all those featured items, it'll just keep scrolling, right? So we don't want that. That doesn't really look that good. So one featured product, probably not the best way to do that. And we'll show you later, we're actually programming it to where you can actually, those people that like to edit their own store and what it looks like, we're going to actually put in a store editor. We are currently working on that right now, right? All right, so that some reason went, I know what I did wrong. I cloned that. So let me not do that. All right, I should probably just edit that instead of clone it. So I should edit that. That's what I should have done. When you edit that and you save it, it'll save into there. So we don't want to do featured, so we're going to turn that off, and then we're going to save that, right? So that should not, yeah, there it goes. Okay, so do not clone it. You want to save it, right? All right. So now we have 3 products. Now what we want to do is we can always share out the links. What you can do is you can go to copy URL, and what these will be are the different links. So the link to your store page, which is right here, that will go right directly to the store, right? And a store page category for hoodies is going to go right there. So you can direct your, which we don't have any for some reason. I guess I didn't put it in the right, yeah, I didn't put it in the right category. So I must have not saved that. So let's go back and fix that now, since that was a mistake of mine. Glad we made a mistake so you guys can see how you can correct that. So let's go into our category is hoodies and save that. Okay. So now that should that should be good now. So let's go ahead and visit our store real quick and make sure that we do have hoodies and shirts. Okay, good. All right, that's good. So that fits now. So let's go back talking about our URLs. So these are the URLs that you're going to be able to copy, and all you have to do is just hold over it. You'll see the copy, and now you can send that. You can go over to Fierce Links, and the reason I'm taking you over to Fierce Links because that is another application that's in there, and you can actually take it over there and shorten it. So now you have more tracking, and all this is just going to be data that feeds your AI. The same AI that you train up into the AI hub and launch them here in a Panther. Okay, so if you wanted to just show somebody the shirts category, you can there, and hoodies, and you can take this link, which soon we're going to integrate Fierce Links into this, so you won't have to just take it over to Fierce Links. If you have your Fierce Links account integrated here with Panther, we're putting the integration in now that you'll just be able to shorten those links and do that, right? But you can also do the order URL of what order that you have, right? But we don't have the buyer's order right now. That's just for their page. Product URL. So this is all the products. So every product that you have in here, you will have a URL directed to that product. So if you're trying to show a customer in your live chat or something, you can go get that product, and you know that product's what they're talking about, right? And then you got your legal URL, which is your terms of service and refund policy. If you were, a customer was asking about it or whatever, you can always show them your refund product. And then you got different widgets, right? So that's your allow full screen, which will be your embedded code to your store. So if you take that somewhere else, you can actually embed your store on your own site. So if you have access to another website or something, you can literally put this whole store on your own website. So it doesn't have to be. So if you had a particular, like we have a client called Fabricut, right? And they have fabricut.com. They can literally put where Panther is a page, and they can actually put this right there on their store. So they don't have to even have people go to Panther to buy it to the store. It can be like embedded in their own store. Okay. And we'll talk about and show that later, but we do have that, right? So we also can set up our order status notifications. These are whenever people are doing the order. This will actually email them, or if you have SMS set up, it will also give them an SMS message. And then also we do have messenger reports also, right? So these are direct to the messenger. So we have messenger, SMS, and email right here. So all these messages, what the customer is going to receive when these orders are pending, approved, rejected, shipped, delivered, or completed. It's going to do that. And you can edit this email for whatever. So you can even put your your logo of your company on it or whatever. Things like that. Okay. So those are kind of the things. We want to also set up business hour settings. Of course, we're always open because it is online, so that's good. But we did give that a choice, right? So we'll talk about coupons here in a little bit. We'll add some coupons to this, right? And then you can look at your signed up customers if any customers are actually signed up, okay? So what we're going to do now is you want the people, they don't become a subscriber unless they go through Messenger. So if you're just given a link directly to the store, they're never going to be a subscriber. So you want to get the flow, them actually going through the store. So that's very, very easy to get. So we're going to set up a bot flow where we can make it easy for the customer to do that, right? Because what Panther was developed for was developed so your customers have more convenience. It's easier for them to use. Even though some of them complain because it's a new technology or whatever, but not all technology makes it harder for you. It's actually designed to make it easier. So we're going to make a flow that's going to make it really easy for the customer. The first one's going to be a simple store link. So we're going to create a flow, right? And we're going to call this store link, and that's what is going to be. So this is the trigger. So what we're going to do is store link. Okay, so if they type store link, they're actually going to get the link to the store. And that, as long as they do that and they're in Messenger and they get the store link, then it's going to be able to go right directly to it, and it's going to be fine, right? I'll explain that a little bit more, and this will make them a subscriber, right? So now the AI knows that they are the one that's in Facebook Messenger. They know that customer now. Now we're getting them out here to the store, okay? So we're just going to title that store link, and we're just going to click done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a text, right? But before we do that, we need to actually get that link, right? So I'm going to cancel that and just save that, right? And that's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here and I'm going to go to my e-commerce store, right? And I'm going to make sure that I'm in the store that I want. And I'm going to go ahead, copy URLs, and I'm just going to grab this store link right here. Now, normally I would definitely want to shorten this using Fierce Links because that gives me more tracking data, and tracking data is always good, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put it in that text, right? Now, there's a couple ways that we can do this, right? We can say, here is the store link, here, and then the customer's first name. You just click that little button right there, and then say, here is the store link Keith, let's say, or here is the store link customer. Here is the requested, or I tell you what, let's do this. Instead of putting the store link here, so I'm going to put, hey, the customer, just click the button below to visit our store. Okay, now I'm just going to say typing on display so it makes it look more real, right, that it's from somebody else, right, and then hit done. Now what we're going to do is take a button, and we're just going to take that button, that the button name is visit store, right, visit store, and then we are going to do we want to direct to a website, but what we're going to do is, see, most of the time they're going to be in, most of the time they're going to be on their phone, right? And of course that depends on the data that you collect. You'll know what, if you're using Fierce Links, you're using the applications that we provide through the Fierce ecosystem, you should know what what your customers are using the most, because we collect that data, right? We collect to see if they're using, you know, an iOS or an Android or whatever. So you need to check that. Our customers use, a lot of customers of ours use mobile application. So we want to do a web full, and the website URL is just that URL we have to our store. Again, this would want to be shortened by Fierce Links, right? So now we're going to go ahead and test this, and remember that we need to type in store link. Okay, so we're going to save that, and we're going to go out here, and I can go right directly to my link, and I know that we are working on Panther, so we need to find Panther, which is right here. We're going to go out to the page. Okay, I can close out that flow now, and I can close out Fierce Files. I'm not there. I can open up the messenger now. Now I'm pretending to be a customer, right? So we want to say the actual store link, right? We can look at our bot flow, which is store link, right? So when I type, I can tell the customer, or I can even put it in a menu here, right? Which we'll do that here in a moment. But we'll do store link, right? And then once we do that, then your AI is going to get that message, and we cannot find any content to show. One of our team members will reply to you soon. Okay, so we have an issue that we have to actually look and see why that didn't go there. That should have went. I'm in Panther. I got to make sure that I am in Panther. No, I'm in Excel Post. So that's where I messed up at. See, make sure that you're selected on the page that you're working with. That happens a lot. I apologize. So easy correction. I'm going to copy this to another page, and I'm going to select the Panther AI page, and I'm going to save those changes. So now I can save that, and I can now go to the Panther AI page, and we'll see our store link. So now that won't be so embarrassing, and it'll actually work. So let's go ahead and delete that chat so we can just start all over again here. And this is how we start. We're going to get started, and we're going to say store link, right? But there is another way, but I'm just showing you this way. So now the customer types store link because they want a store link. you're going to give them the store link, visit store, and there is your store. Now this of course is going to pop up on their phone right there, so they're going to be able to, go right directly to your store, and then they can start adding a cart or whatnot, right? So that's one way. All right, now let's go ahead and instead put it in this little link down here. Right now I've got Intelligent Mind for my persistent menu, but let's go ahead and put it in a persistent menu. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. And then next, we're actually going to show how the customer can actually shop without leaving Messenger. It's all exciting, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to come down here and we're going to find this persistent menu. Okay, once you do that, you're actually going to have to create a persistent menu. Now we're going to give a menu title and we're going to say store link. Okay, the web URL is going to go right there to the store link, and we're going to submit that. Okay, now we're going to have to publish this, right? We want to publish our persistent menu, and then we can go back once it's persistent menu is published. We're going to refresh this page, and now when we go to Messenger, they actually have it in their menu down here, store link, and it's going to do the same thing, except it's not going to open up in a, that's the only thing with your menu. It's just the way Facebook Messenger works on your persistent menu, but that is, and for some reason that is not, the link's not working, so I must have pasted the wrong link in there. So let's do an edit on this. We're going to edit that persistent menu, and I'm going to make sure that I have the right, I don't know why that's not editing. Let me refresh that here real quick. And I tell you, it always happens whenever I'm on live. It never happens any other time, man. It's crazy. Let me just go ahead and get my links first. Let's see here. For some reason, this is, okay, let me get my links first here. So here's my e-commerce store. There's the Panther. Let me get my copy URL. Let me make sure that I got this right. So here's the link that I want. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our bot, make sure that we're on Panther, and go to our persistent menu, and we're going to edit the persistent menu. Okay, there it is. And it says it. That's kind of weird. It seemed like I had the right one. So let me just go ahead and publish that again. So I'm going to remove the old one. Oh, you know what? That I shouldn't have done that. I meant to unpublish it. So let's just go ahead and create that again. Now you guys get to see it twice, right? So let's make sure that that is the right link. There, it's submitted. Okay, now we're just, and persistent menu has been removed. It's been published. Okay, good. So we should be able to go to that now. And let me just go ahead and refresh this really quick. It's all fun, right? Fun being in live where there's no edits or anything like that. Oops, wrong one. My fault. We want the menu, store link, and there it is. All right, so that works now. So we got the store link. That works right there on your persistent menu. You're going to also find that on your phone to the store link. So, and instead of store link, I would say visit store. Probably would be better. But hey, I didn't think about it. Okay, so now let's set up a flow where they can actually shop right directly inside of Messenger without leaving, and they can do all the checkout. And the great thing is when they're a subscriber and they shop at your store, they're going to get all these different messages that I'm going to show you what the user gets. So before I do that, I am actually going to go back to, I noticed I closed that out. I'm going to actually go back to the Facebook page. And I definitely want to, for you guys can always see this, I'm just going to delete this chat, right? So anyways, what we want to do now is we want to go to our bot manager. We're going to create another flow, right? And we're going to call this shopping. So I just want to, now this can be any kind of, like if you're doing a promotion or something like that, which actually that's what we're going to do. Instead of shopping, we're going to say that we're running a promotion. So we're going to say promo 36, right, or 35, okay? So we'll even title that promo 35. And this one is going to be only applied to this promo, right? So this promo, we're going to actually have whatever it's on. And let's say the only promo we're running on is hoodies. That's it. Now, I know we only have one. Well, actually, I tell you what, let's run on shirts, right? So now we have promo 35 and we're running on shirts, and we are going to actually apply a discount to that, right? So what we want to do is select e-commerce store, double click on the node, and select the store that you want, which is Panther, and then we can select the product. So we said we're running it on t-shirts. So we're going to go ahead and run it on t-shirts, right? Buy now button is going to be there. We're going to type in on display, and then we're going to display that for 1 second, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and save that. And now, you can also visit the store. So we're going to do a quick reply right here, okay? And, or actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and do this. You can also shop more, and you can also shop the whole store, Keith, or whoever, whole store, and then first name. We always want to, you know, kind of use their name to make it more personal, right? Because this is messaging them, right? Messaging the customer. And then just click the button below, let's say, all right? Or I would say click on the button below to shop the whole store. I probably should use my AI I'm not really good with words. So let's go here, and let's take our button and say, let's say shop store, and then we are going to do another full website URL. We're just going to paste that in and hit done. Okay, so basically my flow looks like this. Whenever the promo is typed in text, right, which we're getting ready to do, then what they're going to pop up is what's on sale, what's on the promo, right? Promo is going to pop up. They're going to click. They can do the buy now right from here, okay? And then, of course, they're going to have another text, and then shop store if they wanted to shop the store, all right? So what we're going to do is go into our page and actually see that running, right? So we know that the actual keyword for this, if you ever wanted to know the keyword, you just come refresh that, and your list will and it's called promo 35. So if you're on live or something, you want to say just type promo 35 in the messenger, and you'll get the actual products pop up right directly here inside a messenger without them even leaving. Now, of course, we have more than one product, and it's showing right here. So they can scroll right through here. They can do the buy now, and that will actually, you can add how many ever they want in their cart. And I want to buy one, right? And they also are going to be, this one should have, so I want the blue one, okay? Or the green one, or both, or whatever, if I have more than one, right? So I'm going to do green one for this one. And then I can also look at the details, any reviews, and any notes, okay? I can read all that. So I want a green shirt. Actually, I take that back. I like blue. So I'm going to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and check out now. So I'm going to select the cart, and I'm going to have to fill out an address, right? And which I already have. So that's good. So I'm already good. So, and I can say, you know what? I want store pickup, right? Or I want it delivered to. So deliver to business, and then write a note. Whatever they, you know, if I'm a customer, I'm going to write a note. But I'm just going to go ahead and proceed to checkout. Of course, I'm going to select cash on delivery. And once that's done, there you go. Now, as you can see, so there it is. Your order has been placed successfully. And that's it. So now the good thing is the customer doesn't even have to leave or call you or anything.
everything gets done right here inside of here. Congratulations, Keith. Thank you for shopping. So all this, and they can check their orders. They can look at their orders, find out where it's at, if it's shipped or whatever, right? It's pending right now. So now we're going to change that inside of, now we're the store, right? We're you, okay? So what you're going to do is go down to your store and you're going to check your orders, right? So, man, oh man, do I have traffic? There he goes. Okay. So now we're going to go down to orders and we're going to see in Panther, right, the orders here. I don't know why that just not popping up. I got orders. I know I have orders because I do. Huh?
E-commerce.
Yeah, but that's really acting slow for right now. I've got to speed that up. And I don't know why it's acting so slow. Here. Okay.
I think it's
So I don't know. I did do Panther. I'm on Panther, but my orders didn't come in. That's really odd. Am I on the right page? Panther AI. Yes, I am. So there it is. There it is. Don't know why that is, but the order is coming in. So now your shipping department, of course, here we just went back again. Let me go back to my orders. I'm clicking around too fast. There it is. All right, that's faster. All right, so now I'm going to set this as approved. And I can write, your order has been approved. I can write a note to them and it'll go right there into Messenger, right? So you can look right here and you can see that your order status has been updated to approved. So anything that they do, anything that shipping does, like we can do shipped and we can put the your tracking number and give them the link to the tracking number, right? So your tracking number, and if, tracking number, and I misspelled, I put trekking number, listen to me, the tracking number is, and it's going to be https USP or UPS.com / then some long tracking number, which isn't going to go anywhere, but I'm just going to put that there to show you that you can do a link. So the customer is going to get that message right here, and they're going to be able to click that link and go right to whatever they're shipped through their tracking, which this isn't really going to go because I don't have a real tracking number. But basically what I'm saying is you can put any information right there for your customer. It'll be right there, so the customer has a better shopping experience with you. And that's pretty much it for today on as far as e-commerce. Do we have anybody there asking questions or anything like that, Mary?
No.
Okay, well that's fine.
But there's not.
One day maybe, they might actually get it in their mind. And just waiting for, anytime you have like new technology, you got to wait for the smart people. And for some reason, there's less of them than there are not. And I'm not trying to cut down the human race, but this is getting pretty ridiculous. But hey, whatever. I mean, look at the problems that we have. What do we expect, right? I mean, what do we expect? Look at our whole freaking society, right? So so what I want to do is so I want to bring up Sage. Are you there? Oh, I clicked the wrong one. He's not there.
Here's a product.
No, it's not Sage anymore. Intelligent Heart bumped Sage for some reason. I don't know why she does that. She really likes doing that. She loves being on live. She's got to stop. But anyways, so yeah, so that's it for today. I think that's good. We're going to go ahead and go off live streaming. I hope